Hey everyone, welcome back to another BakkesMod installation tutorial. Today we are going to get BakkesMod running on macOS. I'm testing this on macOS Sonoma, but from what I understand, you'll need to be running at least on High Sierra for Rocket League to work. That said, this tutorial is mainly for Apple Silicon Macs, and I'll be using my 2021 16-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro. If you don't have Rocket League installed yet, start by downloading the Heroic launcher from heroicgameslauncher.com. I'll also have a link in the description. Once installed, log into Epic Games and download Rocket League. Next, we need a program that translates Windows x86 games. What we need is Wine. Wine is a compatibility layer that allows Windows applications to run on Unix-based systems like macOS and Linux. For those familiar with the Steam Deck, Proton, Steam's compatibility layer, is also based off Wine. We'll be using Crossover, a program created by CodeWeavers built on Wine. Since macOS doesn't natively support DirectX, Microsoft's graphics API, Crossover bridges that gap using Wine. It includes added features, improved compatibility, and a user-friendly interface. Crossover will cost you $75, but they do offer a 14-day free trial in case you want to test it out before purchasing it. If you already have Crossover, make sure you're at least on version 24. For this video, I'll be using Crossover 25, which just released a couple days ago. If you're watching this video in time, you can use the discount code NEXTLEVEL25 for 25% off Crossover. Also, definitely check out Andrew Tsai, the prophet of Mac gaming, for more discount codes. Alternatively, if you don't care about installing BakkesMod, you can try Whisky, a free alternative to Crossover. As of now, I have not been able to get BakkesMod working with Whisky. The main issue is that Heroic creates its own prefix bottle that Whisky cannot access. Heroic only allows Crossover to access bottles you've created, but doesn't allow the same flexibility for Whisky. I'll make an updated guide if this ever changes. Alright, let's get started. To install Crossover, head to the CodeWeavers website and purchase Crossover. Quick tip, move Crossover to your Applications folder before launching it, and make sure you don't have a second version lingering in your Downloads folder. Once Crossover is installed, create a new bottle by pressing Command N. Let's name it Heroic. Some guides suggest setting your bottle to Windows 7, but I've set mine to Windows 10. In the Heroic Games Launcher, go to your Rocket League settings, navigate to the Wine tab, and make sure your bottle is set to Heroic. Now that Rocket League is ready, let's install BakkesMod. Go to BakkesModPlugins.com and download BakkesMod from the drop-down menu. This will place a .zip file in your Downloads folder. Open it, and inside you'll find BakkesModSetup.exe. Back in Crossover, click the plus to install a new program, then select Install an unlisted application. Choose BakkesModSetup.exe from your Downloads folder, and select the Heroic bottle we just created. Now, we can launch the installer. Make sure to uncheck the boxes for Create Desktop Icon, let's click No, and uncheck the box Launch BakkesMod. Next, we need to install the visual, C++ redistributable files for BakkesMod. The link for these files will be in the description. After installing them, double check that they're present in your Heroic bottle. When you first launch BakkesMod, you'll be prompted with an update. Click Yes. BakkesMod will likely say, Mod is out of date. That's normal. We just need to disable safe mode. Now you'll see the status change to No RL installation detected. To fix this, we'll need to trick BakkesMod into thinking Epic Games is installed. I want to give a huge shout out to Reddit user Rixio for their macOS BakkesMod installation guide. I'll link their .zip file download link, which contains the correct folder structure with a file called rocketleague.item. Once downloaded, open the C drive, go to Program Data, and paste the following folder structure. Okay, let's quit and relaunch BakkesMod. And there you go. Now we have BakkesMod installed and ready to inject into Rocket League. If you're using Crossover 24, things get a bit trickier at this point. Go to your Heroic bottle in Crossover, and on the right side, open Advanced Settings. You'll see options like D3D Metal, DXVK, eSync, MSync, and High Resolution. Make sure MSync is toggled. D3D Metal and DXVK are translation layers that allow DirectX 11 games to run on macOS. Before Apple released the gaming porting toolkit, Crossover relied mainly on DXVK, which ran Rocket League decently, but had one major issue. You couldn't see nameplates in-game. D3D Metal fixes that problem, but it introduces a new one. You won't be able to open the BakkesMod window by pressing F2. If you're using crossover version 24, set your bottle to DXVK when configuring BakkesMod. Let's relaunch BakkesMod. Go into Settings and disable Safe Mode. Otherwise, it won't recognize your Rocket League installation. Launch Rocket League in Heroic. Before the game fully opens, a BakkesMod pop-up should appear saying that you're using an unsupported version of Rocket League. Click Yes and let the game launch. Some recommend that you go through this pop-up before Rocket League launches, or else it might crash the game. Set up your BakkesMod features like Alpha Boost, MMR display, and the flip indicator. Once everything's working, quit Rocket League and go back to crossover. Let's switch now to D3D Metal. Let's relaunch the game, and all your BakkesMod settings should carry over. And just like that, you're ready to jump into rank. I'm happy to report that if you're using crossover 25, you won't have to deal with this back and forth anymore. The new DXMT layer, which is Codeweaver's proprietary technology designed to improve DirectX 11 games, will allow you to access the BakkesMod menu in-game and see nameplates without switching compatibility layers. This is what I'll be using moving forward. I know one of the most requested things with BakkesMod is learning how to install workshop maps, so let me walk you through that. Remember, if you're on crossover version 24, toggle back to DXVK and we can launch the BakkesMod menu by pressing F2. Go back to the BakkesMod website, search Workshop, and download the .zip file to your Downloads folder. My file unzips automatically. Next, open the C drive via crossover and go to this folder structure. This is the plugin manager folder. Drop the workshop maploader.dll file into that folder. Back in Rocket League, open your BakkesMod menu, go to the plugin tab, and click the plugin manager. Here we need to check the workshop maploader box. Let's press F3 to open the workshop map loader. When you refresh your maps page, you'll see custom maps I have already installed. As you can see, they play flawlessly. But let's install a new map. We will need to go to the Search tab and search for a map. Let's find one from Lethamyr. This one looks good. Click Download. Once completed, we will refresh our maps. It installed correctly, but it needs to be extracted in order to become playable. I placed my custom maps in the default mod folder that the workshop map loader generates. For me, this is my folder structure. The mods folder will be where your RL installation is and not your C drive. Inside, I'll unzip the folder for Lethamyr's lava map. Refresh our maps. There it is. Our new map is now playable. And that's it for this BakkesMod tutorial. Hopefully this video helps you get BakkesMod up and running on your Apple computer. If you have a question or run into any issues during your installation, drop a comment below and I'll do my best to get you unstuck. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my upcoming video where I ditch my PC tower and play Rocket League exclusively on my M1 Max MacBook Pro for 1 whole month.